have data people today from very different areas. As I said, that statisticians used to also be geographers, but statistics and economics, now it's like merged into econometrics, so that is also have been always very tightly connected. So we have also Indrek Seppo here from the economic side, and he will maybe introduce himself more, what he's actually doing before he's getting into his show.
So hello everybody, yes, I am an economist. Nobody's perfect, I know. So you do know who is an economist, yes? An economist is someone who really loves numbers, but does not have enough personal charisma to become an accountant. Nowadays, of course, I'm identifying more as a data scientist, data analyst. You probably know who is a data analyst, yes. It's like a meat grinding machine, you see, meat grinder, but the other way around, Pulp goes in, a pig comes out. So there was some theoretical, not even theoretical. It was actually quite fun to watch this past presentations. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell a data story to you in 3 lines of code. Let me see how it goes. So you all know what PISA test is, yes? You all know what PISA test is. They are measuring these abilities of 15-year-old girls and boys. What do you think if we would measure, we would measure mathematical abilities of the whole population, or at least sampled from the whole population? Who would be smarter, young people or old people? Young people, yes, you know this. Young people, yes, I do not have any good news for you, unfortunately. And we do this. This is called PIAC study, and I'm going to show you how bad the picture actually is. So I'm going to start with PIAC, and then I'm going to visualize it a bit. So you see, no good news. No good news. This is H here in the bottom, and then there's this numeracy. Of course, if I would add all the people who took part of this study, some 6,000 people, this is Estonian data, by the way, from 10 years ago or 15 years ago. If I would add all the people who took part of the study, then we can see that, you see, every point is a person now. We can see that there are some really stupid young people around. And then again, there are some quite smart older people around as well. But the average goes down. Now, this was not something I wanted to show you, actually. This is boring. But what do you think, who is smarter? People who are living together with their partners or people who are single? Now we are getting somewhere, aren't we? So what do you think? Who is smarter? Single people, you think. Why? Why would single people be smarter? What? Younger, they're younger. No, let's take it, in every age. So we do not look at it. We look at it by age group. So for every age, I have some news for you. So actually, people who are living together, they seem to be smarter than people who are single. Let me show it to you. You see, for every age, this top line here shows people who are living together with somebody, and this bottom line shows people who are single. So that for every age, people who are living together are on average smarter than people who are single. On average, of course. Your mileage may vary. Maybe your partner is stupid. But on average, they are smarter than single people. But why is it so? Why is it so? Why are people who are living together with somebody smarter than people who are single? Actually, you are right. They're smart enough to find a spouse. Yes. For some reason, people really do not like very stupid partners. on average, maybe you do. But on average, people do not like. This is a selection effect, clear selection effect that people do not like. It is not like you might think at first that, hey, when your, I don't know, your son or daughter starts to do these mathematical exams, graduation exams or something, that you tell her or him that find a partner quickly, you see how mathematics will go after this. Or when you separate, then you are looking at counting your money and see that, oh dear, how much was it there that I'm so stupid immediately. But it is a selection effect. And in this case, I can actually prove you that it is a selection effect. It's very, very rare case in this kind of data. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to step on a thin ice now. I'm going to separate this graph by gender. Ooh. You see, for women, there is absolutely no difference whether they are single or not. Absolutely no difference. So we cannot predict the IQ of a woman by looking if she's single or not. For men, the difference is huge. On average, again. So for some reason, females do not like really stupid men. Apparently. But why is it so? So is it because females like smartness in itself? Or is it because that in today's society, the smartness predicts success? What is it? And I tell you that this is a very important question. By the way, this graph, if you have some relatives who are still struggling, or young boys who are still struggling to go to university or something, you should show them this graph. You want to find a partner, you will go to university. So, and I tell you that this is how to say, it is actually existential question for us. So 3,000 years ago, it was probably, javelin thrower who was the most successful one. In Estonia now, I think I have one javelin thrower. What was his name now? What? Värnik, yes. I don't know how successful he is. Okay, well, but nowadays there are very few javelin throwers around this. So what will happen if AI will take over? What will happen if AI makes it so that smartness does not predict success anymore? What do you think? What will men have to do? Become beautiful again or what? Clearly game over for me, yes? So, and this is actually a fundamental question for me, because if there will not be any reason to study anymore, to get smarter anymore, as you can see, at least for men, there is reason to study. Then what will come out of us? Because when you think about this, if our great-great-grandparents look down to us, what do they see? They see that something is, very, very weird what we are doing here, No one goes to the church anymore. Gay marriage is legal. But we kind of like it a little bit, don't we? So maybe when we look down, to our great-grandchildren, if there will be them, of course, then we will also think that it's a weird thing, that they have to go to school for entire 3 years. And for two of them, they are studying video games. But maybe they will like it. I don't know. Because what is Fermi's paradox? Yes. Fermi's paradox is that why don't we see the aliens? Well, some of us do, but we take care of them. We put them into the special place. But because if you calculate the probabilities that what is the probability of life emerging on a planet? What is the probability of intelligent life emerging? What is the probability of society emerging, and so on? And then you consider how big is the universe and how old it is. Then we should see these civilizations that travel between the stars, but we don't see them for some reason. So the concept that there has to be, what they say is that there has to be a great filter somewhere, a great filter that, you know, during the nuclear times, they thought that the great filter is nuclear bomb. That every civilization reaches a level where they create a nuclear bomb and then kills each other, you know, everybody kills each other, and this is why we do not see the aliens. Nowadays, of course, we are in AI area. And so today, and actually there was a couple of years ago, there was actually publication saying that no, the great filter is AI. That every civilization reaches to a level where they create AI, and AI will kill us all. So this is why we don't see the aliens. I actually have a third this scenario. Every civilization reaches to the level where they create AI, and AI will make us so happy, you know, that we will not have children anymore. This is why we will die out. But we will die out happily, at least. Because when you think about this, you know, how hard it is to maintain relationships and stuff like this. You know, women only looking at smart guys, and it is hard work, actually. Why would our great-grandchildren or even children go for actual partners if they can have AI for this, if they can talk to ChatGPT and stuff like this? But at least they will be happy. This is my main message today. We will die out happily. Of course, these who are they now? Who are the, you know, higher, using 18th century technology? Amish, yes, Amishes, they will remain. They will remain, but Amishes will never start traveling between stars, will they? Okay, thank you. With this note, I will finish today. My time is over.
Very much. Any questions, comments, explanations? I don't really see something to think. Yeah, I still kind of believe, or I'm hopeful that maybe AI doesn't take over all the biology, that still makes people want to meet other people. And
well, no, but there will be robots, specialized robots, believe me.
Maybe.
Yes, there will be robots, and why would you really go through all this trouble, you know, to find a mate, a real human mate? No. Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot.